Good morning, traders. How the devil are you? I hope you are all well. What's today? Today is a Wednesday. It's the 1st of March. Where does the time go, guys? Yeah, 1st of March. Oh, sorry, I've got my... Sorry, guys, got all electrical gadgets going off at once. Yeah, so it's Wednesday, the 1st of March, guys. And as always, this is your opportunity to come on and ask me as many questions as you like to do with anything about trading, guys. Yeah, so maybe you're in a currency pair, maybe you want to learn a technique, even a strategy, money management, psychology, anything you like, guys. You can ask me in the next hour. Okay, I am all yours. As always, guys, we are going to look back at yesterday's trades. We're also going to look at, what are we going to look at? We're also going to look at today's trades, and we'll also look at the important as well, guys. So a busy show as normal. Before I start, guys, if you haven't already joined our Discord channel, then join it. Yeah, subscribe to the channel, then click on the link to the Discord. We've also got a VIP Discord now, and you're going to get trade ideas. You're going to have access to me, guys. So come and join the Discord and the VIP. Secondly, guys, live stream every Wednesday. You know that you're here. And thirdly, guys, if you would like to be mentored one-on-one with myself, then yeah, drop us an email and we'll send you all of the details. Right, Tommy Cicicello. I'm probably saying your name wrong. Good morning. Investing with Ian. Good morning, Ian. How the devil are you both? So guys, yeah, let's get started then. Let's take a look back at yesterday's trade. So Tuesday's trades, we're going to start there. So the first one to look at is this, because it was the nearest to my mouse. Aussie dollar, Japanese yen. Okay, and I still like this trade for today.
Tom,
so
you need to show your chart, mate.
All right, sorry guys, 1 second. Let me I just need to slide, present, share screen. Guys, you can now see my screen. I apologize, guys. I was talking about a chart and you couldn't even see it, but now we are in action. Okay, so yeah, the first trade from yesterday was this, guys. It was Aussie dollar against the Japanese yen. And we were looking to buy this pair, all right, because price has been using this blue line as an upward channel, guys. And we're back, you know, in this area to take price back up to these highs. Yeah, and structurally, that's what we were looking at, okay? And today, I mean, yesterday, if we zoom into the candles now, yeah, if you look at these wicks, if you look at all of these wicks, that's all buyers. That is just buyers, buyers, buyers pushing up this market. Okay. Yesterday's candle we don't like. Yeah, that's quite bearish because you remember yesterday, guys, the yen just went. Yeah, people were selling off their buys, or perhaps some of the big boys entered the market. There was a lot of sell orders sitting up there on some of them yen pairs. And it came crashing down yesterday. But for Aussie dollar, Japanese yen, we're still looking at this trade. This trade is still on. Okay, and you can see this green candle forming today. All right, so that was the idea, to buy this pair. And we had a couple of grey zones to buy it from. So we could have bought it with this candle here. Yeah, we got a bullish reaction in our grey zone. Yeah, take price back up to these highs, close 80%, and then leave 20% to run. So maybe some of you entered on this candle, guys, which you could have done. That would have been a good trade. But like I say, look at that yen went, yeah, that's a technical term. Okay, and yeah, and broke, you would have lost your 20%, but no problem, you would have made 80%. But ever since it got down to these levels, guys, look how it's shot up. All right. And we could have also done this, guys. Once price come up to here and we got a retrace into this grey zone, we could have also looked for entries here. In this grey zone, guys, I was looking for a change in M15 structure for me to start buying this pair. and we didn't get that. And after you see this red candle, guys, you know something's going on. Yeah, you know not to buy that. Okay, and then price comes shooting down. All right, so I didn't get in on this trade, guys, but if you did, yeah, this was the candle to do it. Okay. All right, guys, so that was the first trade idea. The second trade idea is this. It was US dollar Swiss franc. So obviously a lot of you guys trade the US dollar majors. And we were looking to short this pair, guys. So why were we looking to short it? Well, if you remember this gray zone, yeah, price was reacting and it's reacted historically. So price was at this gray zone, yeah, and we had a very bearish candle form at this gray zone. All right, so the idea was just to take price back down to this 9,300 psychological level. All right, so that was the idea from yesterday. If we drop down to the H1 chart, this was quite a textbook trade, really, guys. Yeah, price come up. You know, we wanted price to come back up into our grey zone, which it did. We got a bearish candle, okay, that reacted at our grey zone. And then we took price back down to these lows. Yeah, put your stop above here. Okay, and you would have got a risk to reward of 1:1. Okay, and then leave. You know, I close 80% here and then I leave 20% to run, guys. But my 20% got taken out up here. And I'm going to show you something now, guys, which is quite a powerful tool to use for your entries. Okay, so listen to this, guys. Use this. This is good to know. All right, so let's highlight our entry candle. Okay, so that's our entry candle. Yeah, well, this is not this basically gets me interested in taking this trade. All right, if we drop down to the M15 chart now and look where that entry was. Okay, so let's really zoom in. All right, so as you can see, this was our hourly candle. Let's remove this line so we can see structure a little bit more. And what I like about this candle, guys, is that it breaks M15 structure. So if we get a H1 bearish candle, this gets me interested in taking the trade. But if I get that candle along with an M15, an M15 structure break as well, this is double confirmation. So what I actually did, guys, once we got a break, this candle here, the close of this candle broke these lows here. Okay, so that for me is a structure break. And then this last high never gets taken out. All right. And then what I do, guys, yeah, what I do is sometimes I use the fib levels. Okay. So once we've had this move down, yeah, on the M15, breaking H1 structure, I then look for it to retrace to the 0.5 Fibonacci level. Yeah, once I hit this, I'm looking to enter the market, put my stop up here, and then I look to take price back down to these lows. But you can see how it just gets us a better entry, guys. If I had entered on the close of that H1 candle, I would have entered here. Yeah, but instead it saves me around, 10, 12 pips. Okay, so I'm getting in at a better price because I wait for that retrace on the M15. It actually retraced all the way back up to the highs, okay, which is why it's necessary to put your stop up here. All right, but good trade, guys, yesterday, the US dollar Swiss franc. Who else we got? Morning, Kev. How are you, mate? Cicicello. We will look at all of those pairs very shortly. Morning, Colin. Morning, Fapello. How are you, mate? And the editor will be happy. That will make him less angry. This is wonderful. And morning, Bernard. Morning, chaps. Okay, so that was US dollar Swiss franc. Let's just look at the last trade from yesterday, and it was the euro pound. Does anyone know what happened with the euro yesterday? Answers on a postcard. Yeah, it absolutely went mental. Okay, but let's have a quick look at the day chart, guys. All right. So Let's go. Okay. All right. So basically, guys, yeah, we have had this is the day chart, and we have had a break out of this triangle. Okay. And we've also broken these last lows. Yeah. So we're getting lower lows and lower highs. So for me, this we were looking for shorts, guys. And then yesterday we got this very bearish candle form. All right. And the idea was just to take price back down to one of these blue lines. And as you can see, that is exactly what happened, guys. All of the trade ideas yesterday, guys, we had potential profits. Yeah. This one included. So we were looking for shorts. So if we drop down to the H1 chart now, there was a couple of candles that were good for entries. So first of all, we had this candle. Okay, so this come out of our grey zone that we had highlighted, broke these lows, which I like to see. That tells me there's a continuation of trend. All right, and then the idea was, you know, we expect a little bit of a retrace and for it to come back down to these lows. However, if you had entered on this candle, chances are you'll put your stop here or even here, yeah, and you would have got taken out, guys. Okay, but that would have been a good entry candle. All right. So we got taken out because there was just something that happened with the euro, guys. There was no data, there was no news. You know, maybe the big boys were driving it up so they could bring it back down. You know, we don't really know, the truth be known, but it happened. Yeah, I was looking at euro structure breakdown on a lot of the euro pairs. But anyway, it happened, and then we get a second opportunity to get into this trade. All right, so this candle is a good entry. Yeah, you know, if you entered here, you have to put your stop above here, and you just about get a risk to reward of 1:1. All right, so it's just about feasible in terms of risk to reward. All right, but again, you know, a good trade on euro pound. It come down and hit our target literally to the pip, you know, and then shot off. Okay, guys. So yeah, I just wanted to go through all the trades from yesterday. Let's have a look at Cicicello's trade. So, okay, you want to look at pound, US dollar, euro, US dollar. Okay, the US dollar pairs and gold. All right, so let's take a look, guys. So the dollar pairs are interesting. I'm seeing potential. Let me talk you through each one. Oh, sorry. What am I doing? Okay. I'm pressing buttons I didn't even know existed, guys. So let's start with euro US dollar, guys, because it is, you know, very well traded. So we've got a day chart here. So what are we seeing? So structurally, yeah, we're still in a downtrend. Okay. So potentially this is the last high to push price back down to here. Okay. But the problem we've got here, guys, is so on this grey zone, there's obviously buyers. There are buyers sitting in this level, hence this very bullish green candle. But yesterday, look at these sellers. We've got selling pressure because obviously we're in a downward trend on euro US dollar. So we've got selling pressure in terms of the day trend and a bearish candle. And we've got buying pressure, yeah, from the support level, this grey support level. So what you're going to see, guys, for me, is a bit of sideways action. Yeah, you're going to have buyers pushing it down. Sellers pushing it down. Buyers, sellers. It wouldn't surprise me if this becomes a bit of a ranging market. Okay, because we've got sellers and we've got buyers. So it's in between a bit of a rock and a hard place. So if it is a range, how could we trade it today? Yeah. So for me, this is potentially setting up for a nice short. Yeah. So we thought, you know, H4 structure was building up, but look, H4 structure has broken this level. Okay. So we now have lower lows. So for me, guys, I think we could potentially short this back down to these lows just looking at H4 structure. All right. Let's take a look at the H1 as well to pinpoint an area. But to be honest with you, this area here would be a good area. But let's drop down to the H1. So again, yeah, we're in a downward H1 structure. Yeah, we was in an uptrend, but now we've broken. Since we've broken these lows, we can start looking for shorts again. So for me, guys, I quite like the look of this in terms of shorting it. I would probably put a grey zone through here. Yeah, and we could perhaps get a bit of a, you know, a head and shoulders pattern. And price comes back down. So I would be looking for a reaction in here, guys, for shorts. Yeah, if it starts breaking above here, then shorts are void. Yeah, totally void. But I think, yeah, potentially in here, guys, for some shorts back down to this level. Okay, so that's euro US dollar. Morning, Issam. How are you? Good morning. Morning, AUD. AUD, where the hell have you been? We have missed you, AUD. Yeah, exactly, Sisakello. Yeah, we're waiting for this head and shoulders pattern and then enter. We can enter in here. Yeah, and take price potentially back down to here. Yeah, that's what we're seeing. For new guys who don't know what a head and shoulders pattern is this. This is the shoulder. This is the head. And this is the shoulder. Okay. And what normally happens when this level is broke, it normally, whatever this distance was, it goes down the same. All right. So that's a head and shoulders pattern and how we can trade it. So that's what we're seeing on euro US dollar. I'm going to look at Aussie dollar US dollar now, because it's a little bit more, it contradicts what we are seeing. So euro US dollar, we were potentially looking for shorts, whereas Aussie dollar US dollar. So with all the US dollar pairs, guys, the problem I'm having with them is that I'm getting really mixed ideas. So euro US dollar tells me that we could potentially short it, and I've just shown you how I would trade it. Whereas Aussie dollar US dollar is telling me to buy this. Yeah, we've come down, we're getting, you know, look at these wicks, we're getting some buyers enter the market, and I think we could push price back up to potentially this grey zone. So that goes against what I'm seeing on euro US dollar. Okay, so yeah, I think buys with this pair. If you look at the H4 chart, again, we're getting a nice structure here. We're getting a nice build up. Yeah, as soon as this broke these last highs, yeah, we would be looking for buys. Yeah, once it came back down here, this would be a really nice area to buy. And then sure enough, yeah, I think we have at least room up to this last H4 low over here, or even up to this grey zone. Maybe this psychological level of 6,800 would make sense. But yeah, you can see the confusion there, guys. I would look to short euro US dollar, and I would look to buy Aussie dollar US dollar. So yeah, mixed messages, guys. Yeah, good day, Greg from Oz. How are you, mate? Morning, Yamin. Hey, Tom, can we have a look at NASDAQ? We can have a look at the NASDAQ very shortly. Okay, so this leads me to my first trade idea, guys. I'm looking to short euro US dollar, but I'm looking to buy Aussie dollar US dollar. Yeah, so real mixed messages. But what that does tell me is that euro Aussie dollar would be a good short. Yeah, because we're seeing euro weakness, Aussie dollar strength. So let's look at my first trade idea for today. Dun, dun, dun. Sorry, guys, I have to do things to amuse myself, to keep myself sane as I trade. So yeah, this is a trade idea, guys. We're looking to short this pair. So this is the day chart. And let me zoom out some more. Yeah, as you can see, this grey zone at the top here, price has reacted here, currently reacting, price has reacted here, 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 here. Yeah, so this is an important grey zone for this pair. Yeah, get your support and resistance levels in. Then let's drop down to the H4, guys. Yeah, we've seen a break of H4 structure. Yeah, this low here has broken these lows. Excuse me, let me have some vodka to keep me going. Very strong, this vodka. So once we break these lows, we have now had, and arguably, another head and shoulders pattern. Shoulder, head, shoulder. And we've had a break of these lows. So for me, guys, we've got lower lows. So I'm looking for shorts back down to here. I know it's quite a conservative target, but it's still 30 odd pips, and we might get a retrace as well. So what am I looking for? If we go back to the H1 now. So looking at these candles, guys, yeah, straight away there's some buying pressure here. So I expect us to get a retrace. Where will we get a retrace to? So I'm also going to put this line in as well. Yeah, something like this. All right, so potentially, guys, yeah, there's a few scenarios that could happen here. So first of all, these candles stay broke. It breaks down, yeah, comes back, retests this level, get a bearish reaction, then we can enter the trade, guys. Okay, so that could happen. But looking at the bullishness of these candles currently on the H1, I expect potentially price could come back up and touch the top of this channel, this downward channel. We get a bearish reaction, and then we can take price lower. Or the third scenario is it comes back and tests these highs. So price comes back up, tests these highs here, we get a bearish reaction, and then again, we could take price lower. I would close 80% here and then leave 20% to run. Okay, so yeah, here, or even here for entries, guys. But let the market tell you, like I said before, a bearish H1 candle with a M15 structure breakdown is what I'm really looking for. I like this combination for an entry. But Euro Aussie dollar is my first trade idea. It can also be said for pound Aussie dollar, guys. Yeah, same scenario. Because if we look at pound US dollar, it's the same scenario with Euro US dollar. We've got sellers in here and we've got buyers in here. So pound US dollar is also stuck like Euro US dollar. We've got buyers and we've got sellers. So again, guys, you might just get a lot of indecision. Okay. So bear that in mind, because we are also looking to short pound Aussie dollar. So Euro Aussie dollar and pound Aussie dollar, guys, are my two of my entry ideas. Okay. So as you can see on the day chart, price has come back up and tested this high. Yeah. This high here. And we've had a bearish reaction, and we continue to have a bearish reaction. So I think we have a bit of downside to this 7,750 level. All right, so we're looking at this 7,750. Let's take a quick look at the H4. And again, the H4 is breaking down. Yeah, I would argue this was the last low here. I wouldn't argue it. It is it. Yeah, and this candle formed, and we've had a break of these lows. But what I want to see is a retrace, and then we take price lower. This is what I'm looking for, guys. I love a retrace because it gives me value and a better risk to reward and a tighter stop loss. There's nothing not to like about a retrace. Let's drop down to the H1. So again, similar scenario to Euro Aussie dollar, and they're highly correlated, guys. All right, so trade the one that gives you the best setup. But again, I'm also going to put this line in here, okay, so we can see this. So as before, guys, we've got a few scenarios. So if this stays broken and breaks past these wicks, yeah, then potentially we could look for a retrace in here, bearish reaction, take price lower. It could come up a little bit more and test this blue channel line, yeah, and again we get a bearish reaction, we enter. Or price could continue up to these last highs, yeah, and then we get a bearish reaction and then we can enter, guys. All right, but wait for the market to tell you where it wants to react. You know, don't just start selling here. Yeah, wait for the market to break down on the M15. You get a bullish, a bearish candle. You know, so you need to, the market needs to tell you that sellers have taken control. And it could be here, it could be here. But let the market tell you. All right. So yeah, pound Aussie dollar and euro Aussie dollar are two of my trade ideas, and we're looking to short both of them, guys. Right, let's take a look at a few of your questions now. I've been talking far too much. Let's start with the NASDAQ for Vikashan. I hope I pronounced your name right, Vikashan. NASDAQ 100 coming up, sir. 1 second. I have a very tickly throat. That's what the vodka's for. Right, NASDAQ. Let's have a look. I remember looking at this last night on Trader Nick's show. Okay, so day chart. Okay, so this level through here has proven to be an important. Let's do a top-down approach together. Let's start with a weekly chart. So what are we seeing, guys? On the weekly chart, we are in an uptrend. Yeah. We're in an uptrend. Higher lows, higher highs. Okay. And potentially we have room back up to these highs here. All right. So on the weekly chart, that's what I'm seeing. Okay. So potentially we could start buying here. But again, we need to wait for the market to tell us when that is. All right. So that's the weekly chart. Let's now drop down to the day chart. Yeah, and we've got these two gray zones through here. So price has reacted here, here, here. Okay, and price is potentially stalling at this level, or we got this level where price has reacted many times. Okay, so these are the two important daily levels. The problem we have here, guys, for buys is this. We are in a daily downtrend. So when the market, you know, we're clearly in an uptrend here, but when the market stops making highs, yeah, that market has clearly stopped making highs. That is a red flag. You should be waving a red flag at your laptop going, red flag. I don't know. But that tells us that structure, the trend is stopping and structure could change. Sure enough, price breaks down, we break these lows, we are now in a downtrend. So you've got a weekly uptrend, a daily downtrend. So this makes it difficult, all right? What I would want to see, yeah, was perhaps price stays in this gray zone, perhaps, like this. And then if we get a break out of this gray zone, then I would be looking to buy this pair. Firstly, back up to here, and then potentially up to those weekly levels as well that I showed you earlier. But I need to see a break up of structure. All right. Price could carry on down to this level, guys. Yeah. All right. And if it does, for example, if it just stays in this gray zone and we get a break of this low, then we can take price down to this gray zone. If price carries on and we get a break of this gray zone, we can buy it. So we have a couple of options here. All right. So we need to see what price does. If we drop down to the H4, right, we're going to see, yeah, we're seeing this, guys. Yeah. So prices, we just want to see a reaction out of this box. Yeah. So price is coming down here. Does it know what to do with itself? Not currently. Price action's a bit scruffy. Breakout, buy it, breakout, sell it. Simple as that, guys. All right, so that's what I'm seeing on the NASDAQ. I hope that helps you, Vikashan. Yamin, can you take a look at gold? AURAUD, always vodka. Yeah, very important part of my trading plan every day. Yeah, okay, let's take a look at gold. So gold is an interesting one for me as well, guys. So gold, 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 gold. Where are you? Here you are. You are gold. Always believe in your soul. I apologize for my singing. It's the vodka. So what are we seeing? Gold. I am seeing price bouncing off a very good level of support. This is what I'm seeing. Right? If we zoom out, you can see this. It's reacted here, 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 here. Okay, so this level here is a good area for support. Also, let's have a look at the week chart. I'm doing it all cockeyed, but there we go. We're in an uptrend. Don't forget that on the weekly chart. So this could be a really good area to start taking price, start taking price up to here or even up to here. All right, so we are in a weekly upward structure, okay? So this could be a really good level for buys. If we go back to the day chart, I don't know what I had for breakfast, guys, but it's the vodka. And yeah, we're seeing a really, we're seeing some buying momentum here. Yeah, so sell it. We did get this reaction, but there was no follow through. And then sellers pushed it back down. Then we had a green candle, but this time we've got some follow through. Yeah, look at the other candles. Okay, so I think we can start potentially looking for buys with this pair. First of all, we could buy it up to here. Let's go down to a lower time frame now. We're looking for buys. Let's go to the H4, and you will see, yeah, we've had a nice structure break at this level as well. Look at this, guys. How many times do we see this? It's not making a lower low. It's not making a lower low. Get your red flag. I suggest everyone invests in a red flag and start waving it. Yeah. And then when this breaks this level, we can buy. We can buy up to here. All right. And yeah, that's what I would look to get my teeth in. That's what I would look for today. Yeah. A retrace and then push back up, guys. That's what I'd be looking for on gold. If it doesn't retrace, it's difficult to get into. All right. So let's look on the H1 for some clues as to where we could get in. Okay. Apologize for all the noises down the mic this morning. So this would be a good area, guys. Yeah. Yeah. This last low here. So if price retraces to here, I like the look of this trade. Yeah. I think we can start buying it back up to that daily gray zone. If you buy here though, guys, realistically, you have to put your stop down here. Okay. So you might take a bit of heat, but yeah, in here would be a good place to start buying. So that's what I would look for gold. If we go back to the day chart, I think this could potentially be the changing point in gold. So I would close 80% here. And then if it breaks through this level, then, leave the 20% running. Yeah. All right. So that's what I'm seeing with gold, guys, which goes against, like I say, it's such a mixed bag with the US dollar. So this is gold against the US dollar, but euro US dollar, pound US dollar, I would be saying short it, but gold US dollar and Aussie dollar US dollar, I would say buy it. Yeah, so really mixed messages with the dollar today. Okay, it never gets old. No, it doesn't. Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. Bernard, we'll look at that. Why is that? Okay, we get more to this. Yes, hit the like button, guys. Thank you, AURAUD. Yeah, hit that like button, guys. Right, let's have a look at Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar for Bernard. Let's delete this. Let's find Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. Where are we? Okay. So, the phrase that springs to mind is a rock and a hard place with Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. So, if we think of the weekly chart, yeah, we are potentially at a very nice area to buy. Potentially. All right. But look at this. Look how bearish this weekly candle is. All right. Bear that in mind as well. But like I said, we could potentially look for buys off this level. It's proven to be a very good level. All right. I think we could potentially take buys back up to here if we were to buy on the weekly chart, and then potentially a head and shoulders pattern. I am seeing head and shoulders patterns everywhere. I will see them in my sleep tonight as well. So potentially, yeah, we could buy up to this level potentially. All right. So that's what I'm seeing on the weekly chart. Let's now look at the day chart, because this is quite a different picture. Because, yeah, so this is that gray zone. So you can see buyers have entered the market at that gray zone. All right, you can clearly see that. But structurally on the day chart, we are in a downtrend. And this was once very good support. So it could become very good resistance to take this back down. So, you know, what to do with that? I would potentially, to be honest with you, I would stay out of this trade. There's too much conflicting information. Again, we've got this problem where we have weekly buyers, daily sellers. This is not a scenario I like, yeah, because it normally ranges, yeah. So what do I want to see? We could potentially trade that. We could potentially come up to here, get a reaction, trade back down to here. Maybe we get a double bottom before price starts coming up. So if you put a gun to my head and said, Tom, you have to trade this pair, otherwise I will shoot you, then I would probably look for shorts today. But let's try and confirm that with some information on the H4. I mean, H4 is telling us uptrend, but you can see it reacting currently at this grey zone. It's such a difficult one to trade, Bernard. You have picked the most difficult pair for me to analyze, Bernard. I will never forget you. I'm only joking. All right, so price action's difficult. Yeah, we're in an uptrend, but look at these candles. Look at the wicks. Yeah, we're seeing a reaction. Let's look at the H1 to see if we've got any more clues. Okay, H1 is, you know, clearly in an uptrend. But again, it's finding resistance here. So potentially for me to take this trade, I would want to see something like this on the H1. Get a break in structure. We can start taking price back down. Yeah, that's what I would potentially be looking for. But to be quite honest, Bernard, I would stay away from this pair. Too much conflicting information. Yeah, I would stay away from this pair. Market maker cycle. Do I believe in it? I believe in three things. Yeah, and I suggest you all do the same. Yeah, the things that do not lie and give you all the information you know that you need is the structure of the market, you know, the trend, the structure, the candlesticks, and your support and resistance levels, which are historic price levels. These three things do not lie and give you all the information you need. Yeah. So we can look at market, you know, market cycles, market patterns. You know, you get these, oh, I forget the name of it. But you get these, cycles in the market that are in 4 stages. But I'm not saying they're not valuable and you can use them, you can, but just follow support and resistance, market structure, and candlesticks. They will tell you everything you need to know. All right, time for some drink. Okay, right, what else are we seeing? So, final thoughts with AUDJPY. All right. Daniel OY. Yeah, we just looked at gold. Yeah, we would be looking to buy that for sure. Yeah. Thank you, Tony. Impressive at Sibley Forex. Thank you very much, Tony. How are you, mate? How was the trading with the prop firms? Guys, yeah, why I think of it, I am currently in talks with a proprietary company, and I'm designing a educational product that you can trade corporate money and get paid out on the profits. So guys, yeah, if you're looking to get some funding, then I am in the process of creating a great product for you guys. All right, so stay tuned for that. We're going to do announcements soon. Yeah, we've got something really interesting coming up, guys. So don't sign up to any more proprietary companies. Wait for our product. You will like it. There's going to be like 4 months to complete the challenge, not 30 days. You know, it's going to be more realistic to achieve. Okay, so what else are we looking at? All right, so let's have a look at pound Canadian dollar for AUDJPY. Pound Canadian dollar. Okay. So, yeah, I'm looking for shorts. Yeah. This was a potential trade idea for today, but I preferred pound Aussie dollar. Okay. Right. Trying to zoom in here. Okay. Let's start with a weekly chart. So you can see on the weekly chart, guys, that we're in this. Remember, this low broke this low. So we have lower lows. We're potentially in this structure, is what I'm seeing. We are in a descending triangle. Yeah, we're in a descending. Does that look like a triangle? I apologize for my drawing. Yeah, but we're in a descending triangle. Let's look on the day chart. It'll be a bit clearer. Yeah, so this is that line we were talking about. All right, so I think potentially we can take price back down to these lows. That's the big, higher time frame look at the market. And we had this because there was terrible GDP data for the Canadian dollar yesterday. So price was driven up, yeah. But all news really does is drive price to where some of the big boys are sitting, yeah. And then the big boys have entered the market. they've accumulated so many buy orders, and then bang, they can start selling it. Yeah, that news was a real liquidity grab. That's how I view that. All right. So yeah, look at this. It was all news driven, got to a point, bang. Yeah, came storming back down. So yeah, looking for shorts, guys. This is now the H4 chart, but we have to bear in mind, we are in a H4 uptrend. So price could come back up to these highs, yeah, and then we get a reaction, and then we could come lower, yeah, or we start seeing something like this, and then eventually we get a break of H4 structure. So we could look for something like this, guys, but I would be looking to short this pair. Let's look at the H1 now to see if we can get a better entry. So because of when we have these large moves up followed by large moves down, it's difficult to find areas to trade off. Yeah, there is no support and resistance because it just went up in a straight line, down in a straight line. Yeah, makes it difficult to find areas to trade from. So what should we be looking for? So we're having a lot of nothing price action. I hope this continues for a little bit. If it does, yeah, we get a kind of box here. I want to see a break of this box, yeah, this channel. If we get a break of a channel, I would be looking for shorts, guys. All right. But price could work its way back up to here, yeah, and then it starts breaking down, okay? But yeah, I really want to see a H1 structure breakdown or a box of indecision followed by a bearish candle, guys. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. But yeah, nothing but shorts for me on pound Canadian dollar. Right, what else are we looking at? Really got a tickly throat today. Okay, Cicicello, I enjoy your questions, Cicicello. These are important questions. So, what about the fundamentals? I saw mixed news drops for Aussie dollar today. Again, I am aware of when the data comes out. Yeah, I know the CAD was coming out yesterday and it was minus 0.1%. Yeah, I'm aware of the fundamentals and the big data coming out. But this is going to sound quite controversial. It is all noise. That's all it is. It's just noise. Yeah. Look at pound Canadian dollar, for example. Yeah. Yeah. Look. So news. Oh, that's it. Canadian dollar's doomed. Yeah. The GDP was below zero. It's now negative. And then bang. They're like, what were you talking about? Yeah. Yeah. Who cares? Yeah. All people care about, and the big boys and the banks, they care about enough buy orders. Imagine everyone's buying. All the big boys have got so many buys up here, they can just go bang, sell it. Yeah. So they don't care about the news. You know, I say they don't care about the news. All they're looking for is levels to start entering markets. Yeah. And this feels like big money entering the market. Okay, so yes, be aware of news coming out. Losing my voice, guys. Do too much talking. Yes, be aware of news coming out and that data, because you don't want to be in a trade when CPI comes out. You know, it's going to tear your face off. So be aware of it. But once that data is released, don't hold on to that figure, that CAD figure of minus 0.1%. Don't hold on to that figure. It's been and gone. Then go back to your strategy and trade accordingly. Yeah, because the pound Canadian dollar can give you some nice short setups now. But if you're still thinking of, oh, the Canadian GDP was worse than expected, I think Canadian dollar weakness, and then the CAD will do this for 5 weeks. All right, so don't pay too much attention. You know, don't be caught in a news release, but don't pay too much attention to it. There's always another piece of news around the corner that will contradict it anyway. Yeah, so that's my view on the news. All noise. Swiss franc, Japanese yen. Okay, well, two of you. So Bernard and JM3000, you both want Aussie dollar, Swiss franc. So let's take a look at that for you. Sorry, guys, about all the coughing and spluttering, making some terrible noises. I'm seriously losing my voice. They don't warn you about that when you do a YouTube channel. Right, guys, so let's take a look. Aussie dollar, Swiss franc. Again, a rock and a hard place. Yeah. So, important grey zone. Yeah. Price has bounced off it. Actually, I keep doing this. Let's start with a weekly chart. So for me, the weekly chart is in an uptrend. We didn't get lower lows. What do we say? Red flag, always a red flag. And then these last highs here, when they're broken, we now have higher highs. And this could potentially be the new higher low. We don't know yet, and price could take it back up to here. Because I like this grey zone as a potential buy. And the weekly time frame supports that. Let's now drop down to the day chart, guys. So we know we've got some good weekly resistance. Therefore, we have lots of buyers here. Therefore, we have a very bullish candle followed by currently a very bullish candle. All right. So buys are a strong possibility. The problem is, again, you're in a downtrend on the day chart, and there's a bit of resistance through there. Yeah, there definitely is. So yeah, so what to do? Let's drop down to the H4 chart and get some more ideas. So yeah, there's this area through here. Let's refine this a bit. So there's clearly this area through here. Yeah, where price has reacted many, many times. And we're actually coming up to this area. So what do I want to see? So there's a couple of ways we can trade this, because for me, we have had a H4 structure break. Yeah, we were in a downtrend. Yeah, arguably this was the last high, or even this one. Either or, didn't get lower lows, and we got a break. Yeah, if not this candle breaking this high, we had this candle breaking this high. So I like the idea of buying this market, but I don't like the idea of buying it now because we're hitting this gray zone. Yeah, so we'll need to be patient, guys. We'll need to see a retrace, yeah, down in here somewhere, yeah, and then we can look to push off. All right, so that's what I need to see. I cannot buy this now into this gray zone. Yeah, it doesn't sit well with me. And currently, I mean, we are getting a bit of a reaction. Look at this wick, you know, followed. I mean, obviously this wick hasn't finished forming, but if these wicks finish like they are now, we will get a retrace. But where will we get the retrace to? So that is the $1 million question. I always say it, but we're going to get a retrace, but where will it retrace to? So as a trader, we can build some reasons. All right. So let me explain. Before I explain, guys, and just to keep my editor happy, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, then subscribe. What are you waiting for? Come join us, subscribe to the channel and smash the like button, guys. Yeah, we'd love to have you. And secondly, join our Discord channel. Yeah, we've got Discord channel and VIP Discord as well. So join them both. We're happy to have you. Welcome. Come in. Okay, so we need to look for clues of where we can retrace to. Let's imagine this H1 high, this H4 high is the high. Okay. So this is potentially a first clue. So we know lots of people look at the fib levels. So we could trade from the 0.618 fib level or the 0.5 fib level, or even the 0.382 fib level. So this zone in here is potentially a good zone to trade from. Okay, let's now drop down to the H1 chart. Let's look at some other potential areas we could trade from. I'm going to remove this now. So, yeah, we're seeing this. Yeah, all I'm doing, guys, is joining these lows on the H1. So this coupled with this, so this last high here, yeah, followed with this upward channel, price could do this. You know, this could become a good area to buy. Yeah, so all I'm doing, guys, is showing you what I look for. Yeah, I'm looking for potential areas where price could buy. So this could be a good buy. That 0.5 fib level could be a good buy. What else have we got? Yeah, and if you join this through here, guys, as well, this supports our idea. Yeah, there's definitely some prices reacted here, 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 and here. So yeah, this level could become a good level as well. So that's what I do, guys. I look for levels where price could react. This is what I do every morning as part of my channel, and you know, I give you my gray zones, as you know, yeah, and my trade ideas. So I would like to see, even today, if we got a retrace into here, still think there's a bit of room to the upside. We could start taking price back up to here. All right, so look for areas at where price could react. And then once we get into this area, this is when we come alive as a trader. Hopefully you've set your alarm, yeah, and we're gonna come alive. All right. So what I want to see is a bullish reaction. So first and foremost, I want to see a bullish H1 candle. It could be a bullish candlestick pattern. It could just be a candle that tells me buyers are in control. I just need to see buyers taking control. So it normally means a bullish H1 candle. And then also I drop down to the M15 chart and look for an M15 structure break to the upside. If I get those two together in this gray zone, yeah, I'm looking to trade it. All right, guys. So yeah, pinpoint your gray zones like I do, and then see how price reacts in those gray zones. Okay. So that was Aussie dollar, Swiss franc, JM3000 and Bernard. I hope that helps you. Eric, how the devil are you, Eric? A regular on our Discord channel, always posting his great trades, of which there are many. So if you haven't joined the Discord, come on and check our trade ideas out. Eric, oil. Let's have a look at oil. Oil's been it's been difficult. So oil, what are we seeing? I'm going to remove this. I don't want this affecting my view of the market. I'm going to remove this. Okay. But these gray zones are still intact. This is still this has been the key level for oil for months. This has been a key level. It's never broke it. What am I seeing? So I'm potentially seeing, the thing is so contrasting. So I'm seeing lower highs, but I'm also seeing higher lows. Yeah. So what you're going to have is a triangle. All right. So let's draw this triangle in. Okay. And then draw this triangle in. So this is what I'm seeing. So you're potentially going to get price react at this blue zone, come back down, react at this blue zone. And then finally, price is going to become so contracted that you're going to see a very strong reaction, either to the upside or to the downside. Okay. And then the direction of this commodity is really going to become apparent, I think. So that's what I'm seeing, Eric, is this triangle where price is just trading between. Anytime I see lower highs and higher lows, it's a triangle. Yeah, you've got conflicting information, and that's why price will not know what to do with itself until it breaks this triangle. Okay, so yeah, so potentially we could short here down to here, but then potentially buys, yeah, and then short again, you know. So this is how we could start trading it. Yeah, so that's what I'm seeing on oil, Eric. I hope that helps. Guys, what else? Yeah, Bernard, good. Yeah, wait for the product we're designing with a prop firm, guys. I'm really excited about this, I must say. Yeah, we'll let you know. As soon as it's all been finalized and we've finalized the product, we'll let you know yeah, about this funded product that we're going to release to you guys. All right. Issam, yes, I do need to see a ears, nose, and throat doctor. Thank you very much. I apologize for my voice. Yeah, yes, we're going to get the editor come on, the angry, aggressive editor. He's going to come on and shout at the mic and froth at the mouth. What do you think, guys? If you're up for that, tell him. All right, guys, let me just finish now. Let me finish with the news. But before I do, guys, if you've enjoyed this analysis and want to receive it every day, come join us. Don't forget to join the Discord channel. Keep your ears out for the funded product. And what's the last one? Like. Press the like button. Like. Right, news, guys. So news for Wednesday, the 1st of March. So overnight, guys, as Cicichello was saying, we had some bad GDP coming out of the Aussie dollar. Yeah, like we did with the Canadian dollar last night. Okay, so yeah, that could have an impact on the Aussie dollar, but don't get hung up on it. After that, guys, we had good news coming out of China. So this could be a good thing for the Aussie dollar, because China and Australia have very tight trading relations. So this could have a positive impact on the Aussie dollar. If we carry on down, guys, the first piece of news we're interested in is this. At 8:55, London GMT, we've got German manufacturing. All right, so this is going to really move the market, guys. All right, so keep an eye on this, because you've got 1, 2, 3-star ratings. We've also got unemployment change as well. All right, so yeah, keep an eye out for this coming out at 8:55, guys. If we carry on down at 9:30 London GMT, we've got manufacturing PMI coming out of the pound. 10:10, we've got Bank of England governor speaking, Bailey, so he can really move the pound as well. And then probably the biggest news today, guys, is this. At 1 o'clock, we've got CPI coming out of Germany. And we all know how important CPI is. Yeah. So must be aware of that. Quite a busy news day, guys. If we carry on down, we've also got news coming out of the States. At 3 o'clock, we've got manufacturing PMI. And at 3:30, we've got crude oil inventories. All right. So yeah, busy news day today, guys. So tread carefully. Guys, I hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, please subscribe, like, and share. Have a wonderful trading day, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Adios, amigos.